Ladies, the show starts in 10,
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Fight fans, this is the 13th round where we discuss all things boxing that are boxing. And on this edition of the 13th round, we will recap all of last week's big boxing action. We will also talk about the return of Keith One-Time Thurman, and we will pose the question and ask if David Morrell can beat David Benavidez. Plus, Floyd Mayweather was spotted at Shakur Stevenson's training camp. We have all that and much more here on the 13th round. So sit back, relax, and be sure that you hit the like button. All right. Last Friday morning, Naoya Inoue returned to the ring to face Ye Jun Kim, who was a replacement for Sam Goodman. Ye Jun Kim turned out to be light work as expected for the Japanese monster, as Naoya Inoue went on to knock out Ye Jun Kim in round number 4. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have the footage.
Oh, y'all know you fucking lying. He hit you like that? Can you see?
Boy, Naoya Inoue has some major punching power. And with that win over Ye Jun Kim, Naoya Inoue has recorded his 10th consecutive knockout. Now, it is expected that Naoya Inoue's next bout will be here in the United States, and most likely it will be in Las Vegas, where he fought his last 2 contests. Now, Inoue's next bout has been penciled in for late April, early May against Alan David Picasso. We will see how that bout turns out. Last Saturday night over on the Zone, Diego Pacheco took on Steven Nelson, and he defeated Steven Nelson by a unanimous decision at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. All 3 judges scored that bout 117 to 111. Now, Steven Nelson started strongly, staying on his front foot and punching Pacheco and pushing Pacheco back. However, Pacheco opened up a cut on Nelson in the 4th round and went on to dominate rounds 5 through 10. And by that point in the fight, Steven Nelson needed a knockout and was unable to secure the knockout and put Pacheco down. Shout out to Diego Pacheco for a wonderful performance, and also shout out to Steven Nelson. We actually have a little footage of Steven Nelson in the aftermath in the locker room with Terrence Crawford discussing the fight with Diego Pacheco.
Tell you the whole fight, the hook is that he kept going like this. Let me ask.
Throw the fucking hook.
Don't throw it in the damn head. Throw it where you don't be.
I couldn't see. I was like orange and yellow. So like this shit right here, I was like, man, hesitant to try to get caught over here. So that's why it was hard to do that shit working this blood. Shit, that blood in the motherfucker. Because you notice right after I got cut in that third round, it was like everything just turned. Yeah.
Also on that card, Andy Cruz defeated Omar Salcido by unanimous decision. And Ernesto Tito Mercado defeated Jose Pedraza via 4th round knockout.
I tell you the whole fight though.
All right, that footage was brought to you courtesy of The Zone. And man, Jose Pedraza may need to retire or think about hanging up the gloves because, you know, he's 35 years old and merely a shell of the Jose Pedraza that defended the championship belt against Gervonta Tank Davis. And he has been stopped in his last 2 fights. And to me, it seems as if the promoters are setting him up for ass whoopings. So, you know, maybe he collects a few more checks, but, you know, you don't want to take all that punishment, man. He might want to look at getting out of the game, man. He doesn't look close to the same. And before that, you know, before that knockout that Tito Mercado gave Jose Pedraza, we saw Pedraza get stopped by Keyshawn Davis in a violent way in 6 rounds. So, yeah, man, you know, Pedraza might want to get out of there. Congratulations to Ernesto Mercado on his knockout victory over Jose Pedraza. Over on The Zone, Dalton Smith defeated Waleed Wiza over in Nottingham. And Dalton Smith's ring walk might have been longer than the fight itself, as Dalton Smith stopped Waleed in round number 1. And it was a beautiful, beautiful fight. You know, beautiful knockout, beautiful performance by Dalton Smith as he put a lot of shots together, and Waleed showed no resistance in that contest. Shout out to Dalton Smith for that big victory over Waleed. So now we'll get into the big fight announcements. We got some really big fight announcements. Keith One-Time Thurman versus Brock Jarvis. Keith One-Time Thurman will be coming back off of a 3-year layoff with a March 12th bout against Brock Jarvis. Now, this fight will be held in Sydney, Australia. Keith Thurman, who last fought Mario Barrios, with whom he beat the sleeves off of back in February of 2022, will be coming off of a 37-month layoff. Thurman was set to return in March of 2024, if you guys remember, against Tim Tszyu, but he had to pull out due to a bicep injury. Now, that bicep injury did require surgery, and Thurman says he is back. But ladies and gentlemen of the boxing world, Keith One-Time Thurman has vowed that this March 12th bout with Brock Jarvis will be one of the greatest comebacks in 2025. And Brock Jarvis had this to say as a rebuttal.
Keith.
Of champion.
Show's over.
I was a
It's
7-time
over.
national champion.
Show's over, Keith. It's over. It's over now. It's finished.
The show has just begun, my
It's all
friend,
over.
and you're the
It's all
first
over.
opening act. And you're going to get a big welcoming slap. I promise you,
You're
kid.
looking for tune-up fights.
I promise
and you're doing
you.
that.
You got dropped. You got dropped 2 fights ago. You got stopped. You got knocked out, kid. I've never been knocked out in a fight against any of the world champions. The
It's all
greatest
over.
amongst the greats.
The time is up.
You will-
You've had your time. You had your one time.
You will not handle 5 rounds. Guaranteed.
It's over.
You're just a child to me,
You had
son.
your one time.
You're an amateur.
You're an old man.
You're
to
an
me.
amateur.
You're well and truly past it. It's all over.
And just like your daddy, I'm going to give you a good whooping. Just like your I'm going to give you that whooping. How do you say it? Whooping.
Just show up on Australian soil, Keith. I'll feel much better when you get here. You know, I won't worry anymore about you pulling out like you have in the past.
That was one fight. I've pulled out of 2 fights
Correct.
due to 2 injuries. One was a whiplash against Sean Porter, which I gave him the fight and I won. I should have just beat Tim Tszyu one-handed. Y'all saw what happened. It's a big mistake. You mess with the big fish, USA. We run boxing. You don't run boxing. We run boxing. I've been about this life, son. I've been about this life. You already got slapped the first time you tried to meet a...
I've been about this life, son. Man, look, hopefully we get that fight. Keith Thurman stays healthy. We'll see him take on Brock Jarvis on March 12th. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero has been announced by Turki Al-Sheikh that the Ring magazine's first United States card will feature Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero. Both Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero will headline a triple header in May. Fight details such as the date and the location and the broadcast have yet to be finalized, but the fight is finalized. You know what I'm saying? So I expect that fight with Turki Al-Sheikh being so closely, you know, in business with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. I expect that fight to be on the zone, but that remains to be seen. We will see. Ryan and Rolly, that's going to start the summer off with some major fireworks. Summer of 25, I'm looking for summer of 2025 to start big and finish even bigger. So we will see how that plays out. Another big fight announcement, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, the trilogy. They are in negotiations for their 3rd bout. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. This fight will take place in either Croke Park, Ireland, or Las Vegas, Nevada. So, you know, what does Amanda Serrano have to do to get the victory over Katie Taylor? You know what I'm saying? We've seen Amanda Serrano in the first fight. You know, that one could have been scored a draw, but I thought Amanda Serrano actually won both contests. The second contest, I thought Amanda Serrano completely dominated. You know, of course, she got that bad cut over her eye, and it didn't look as if she dominated the fight once she got that cut, but she had did enough work to win that fight. But what I'm hearing about this fight is that both fighters are interested in having 3-minute rounds for this fight. We know Amanda Serrano has fought 3-minute rounds, not a 3-minute fight, but 3-minute rounds for this fight. But we know Amanda Serrano has fought 3-minute rounds once in her career before, and it would be Katie Taylor's first time. And the way that, you know, those two match up, it will be very, very good to have both Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in the ring fighting 3-minute rounds. Now, we got some big fight cancellations as well. Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora is a done deal. And when I say a done deal, I mean the contract is null and void, no longer valid. Finito. Errol Spence has pulled out on Sebastian Fundora for a 3rd time.
You know, here he is here. He's just kind of riding him a little bit.
Is as sticky as they come.
Higgs coming right behind him inside.
He's got guys coming down his face.
Feeling is the Cowboys probably coming right down their throats.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face.
On Dak Prescott, he starts to come and then he pulls out.
Job getting rid of that football with that guy coming right in his face.
They're looking for a forcible blow.
And he's not going to come.
Does the Tooth Fairy come for 26-year-old?
Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora is off, ladies and gentlemen. And Sebastian Fundora will now take on Cordell Booker, who is 23-1, but I doubt that fight will see a pay-per-view. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, Sam Lukowicz and Sebastian Fundora, the whole team is a little bit pissed off with Errol Spence. You know, they're going to miss out on a little money. But the real question is, what's next for Errol the True Spence? Jamal Charlo versus Thomas LaMagna is also null and void. Fight was scheduled to be on the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach undercard on March 1st, but for some unknown reason, Jamal Charlo withdrew himself from the bout. Now, man, I'm not sure what's in the water in Texas, man. You know how some people have hard water? Well, it must be some soft water in Texas, man. They need to go get some bottled water. I don't know what's going on, but both Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, they're always coming off layoffs. We'd like to see these guys more active if they're going to really compete in the sport of boxing and be at the top level. But Jamal Charlo really might be in the Canelo sweepstakes, honestly, for the Cinco de Mayo weekend. Currently, right now in the Canelo sweepstakes, I have William Skull, I have Christian Mbile, I have Caleb Plant, and Jamal Charlos as front runners for the big payday on Cinco de Mayo against Canelo Alvarez.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
All right. We will get to the question of the day after this quick message from Mr. James. Lights Out Tony.
Yo, what's up? This is James, Lights Out Tony, the one only. Please go subscribe to Ron's Boxing Club. My people. Great people. I guarantee go to the gym, check them out. Lights out, baby. All day, every day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the question of the day is, can David Morrell beat David Benavidez? Once again, the question of the day is, can David Morrell beat David Benavidez? The number to call here at Rounds Boxing Club is 213-495-7337. Once again, that number here at Rounds Boxing Club is 213-495-7337. 213-495-PEDs on the dial pad. Here at Rounds Boxing Club, we don't condone cheating, but sometimes if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So hit us up at Rounds Boxing Club. Now, we actually put this question over in our community section as a poll, and I will let you know how you guys voted on this. I want to see how the community saw this poll. Can David Benavidez, can David Morrell beat David Benavidez? And 56% of our viewers said yes, that David Morrell can beat David Benavidez. And I totally agree. Honestly, 44% of our viewers said no, David Morrell cannot beat David Benavidez. But I have to lean that, yes, he can beat David Benavidez. Now, the difference in the question is, can he beat David Benavidez? Hell yes. Will he beat David Benavidez? Well, you just have to go look at my prediction for the fight, which is already posted up. I got a prediction for the fight. I'm not going to spoil it. You guys go watch that. But that's two different questions. But David Morrell definitely has the tools in his bag to beat David Benavidez and possibly even stop him. I'm not sure that will happen. But, yeah, if you guys want to know what I think, go check out the prediction that I put up online a few days ago. And I want to know what you guys think. So, if you are online and watching this live stream right now, be sure you can hit us up at 213-495-7337. Or if you're watching afterwards, you can just drop down in the comment section and let us know, can David Morrell beat David Benavidez? Oscar De La Hoya is back with another Clapback Thursdays, ladies and gentlemen. And all I got to say is Oscar read Bill Haney his whole damn rights. Check this out.
It's time for the first Clapback Thursday of the new year, and we are coming in blazing. I know you've missed me. I promise you I'd be back. It's time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursday, so let's go. This clapback is dedicated to the worst manager in boxing history, Bill Haney. Bruh. Something we can all agree on. Bruh. I want to start by saying that I feel sorry for Devin Haney. We hardly ever hear him speak because his daddy does all the talking. Bruh. And it's cost him all 12 fans he had. Bruh. Sure, Devin had a bad loss this year, but it shouldn't have been career-ending. It all could have been easily fixed. Bruh. If it wasn't for his father and manager, Bill, who single-handedly turned it all into a more toxic situation than Chernobyl. I have never seen a bigger fucking of a boxer's career in my life.
Disgusted.
All Devin had to do after the losing to Ryan Garcia last April was say, he beat me. I couldn't block his left hook. And then get back in the gym. But instead of focusing on a comeback fight in 2024 and teaching his son how to block the left hook, Bill felt it was a better idea to have Devin sue Ryan Garcia for battery and emotional distress. To sue Golden Boy. To sue the New York State Athletic Commission to get Devin's loss expunged from his record. What? To fight a civilian at the Orange County State Fair. To take the rest of the year off. And to make as many enemies as possible. Thus cementing their legacy as the biggest crybaby pussies in the history of boxing. Now, that brings us to the present day. Devin and Bill were in London last week begging Turkey for a payday because they have no other options. The only value that Devin has in this sport is to fight Ryan Garcia again. So Bill, being the pimp he is, and these are facts, he was a pimp. Hoed his son out once again to the fighter who beat his ass so badly he had to sue him for battery. I cannot make this shit up, folks. The rematch is set to happen this October, but under one condition. The Haneys must drop their bullshit lawsuit against Ryan and Golden Boy. And of course, the Haneys are willing to drop it because they had no case whatsoever. I have never heard of a fighter suing another fighter for battery. And I'm certain we will never see it again. Unless Devin sues his next opponent. Anyhow, taking the rematch is a pretty risky move though. If Devin loses to Ryan Garcia again, we can all wave goodbye to the Haneys. And in order to even get to that fight, Devin has to first get past a tough and hungry Jose Ramirez in May. Watch out, Jose. If you hit him too hard, he might sue you next. Bill, the highlight of your pathetic 2024 was becoming president of the neighborhood watch here in Henderson, Nevada? Do me a favor. If the wind blows one of my recycling bins too far from the estate, go ahead and chase it down and bring it to my gate. Thanks, buddy. This is the closest you'll get to stepping foot in my home ever again. And Devin Haney, from one fighter to another, you have to take control of your life and career and fire your father. Everyone in boxing stood by and watched what happened this year. A year in which you were supposed to shine. You are now a punchline. Everyone sees he's the problem. Hell, he didn't even stop the fight against Ryan Garcia when your jaw was broken and you were on the canvas. I hope you can come to your senses and decide to save yourself and part ways with your current management before it's truly too late. Sadly, it might be already. Oh, and Canelo, you just signed a huge 3-fight deal. Does that mean you'll be fighting David Benavidez and you'll give the fight fans what they've been asking for? Of course not. Fuck you. I got it, babe.
What is Oscar doing? He stood up in some old. I don't even want to talk about. But he got old Bill Haney's ass right there, man. And yeah, he ain't tell a lie. He ain't tell one lie. Now we all know Shakur Stevenson is preparing for his upcoming Riyadh season debut on February 22nd. And look, Shakur has been having all of the boxing stars in his fight camp, from Keon Davis to Andre Ward to Terrence Bud Crawford, and even Floyd Mayweather stopped by the camp. And while Mayweather was in town, Floyd decided to clear the air with Eddie Hearn about, some things that they had, some issues they had in the past, and we have some footage.
So one day, somebody asked, because I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, "Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money. That's why he doing exhibitions." No, Eddie don't believe that now.
Yeah. But Eddie will say some shit like that, man.
Eddie will say some shit, but no. But one thing, but don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear. Didn't we, Eddie? Yeah. One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10, because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold up.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
But when Eddie was,
two hungry fuckers for money.
Look, man, the haters gonna hate. And it was good to actually see Floyd Mayweather and Eddie Hearns come together and clear the air. So, Shakur's getting ready for the upcoming fight. And with Terrence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather being in the same room, it's kind of, interesting. I wonder if, Terrence Crawford picked Floyd Mayweather's brain about Canelo, or if Floyd decided to give Bud Crawford some tips on, things that he sees in Canelo that Terrence Crawford could take advantage of. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretty smooth deal right there to see all those boxing legends together. But yo, Floyd, what about the rest of the haters who think you are broke?
These hating ass niggas can't fuck with me. It's like 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6. Hating ass niggas all in my mix. It's like 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8. The 38 specialist set these niggas straight. It's like 8 to the 9, 9 to the 10. This a freestyle, I ain't use no pen. We getting money, yep. We hustle, yep. We got them girls, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. We getting money, yep. We hustle, yep. We got them girls, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. It's like King Kong, I'm like King Kong. I play bitch niggas like King Kong. Got a lot of cheddar, young Mayweather. Got my shit straight, get your shit together. Real cocky, real flashy. You in the wrong lane, you can't pass me. They see the cars, they see the chips, they see the hoes, they on my dick. I make it storm, I make it rain.
What? This weekend, Saturday, we got David Benavidez taking on David Morrell. On that undercard, you got Brandon Figueroa taking on Stephen Fulton. You also got Isaac Pitbull Cruz taking on Angel Fierro. And Jesus Ramos will share the ring with Jason Rosario. Jesus Ramos will be taking on Jason Rosario. And Carmel Moulton will be back in action against Frank Zaldavian. Sunday, we got another big fight card over in the women's division, heavyweights. You got Clarissa Shields taking on Danielle Perkins, and that's a very interesting bout. I can't wait to see it. Clarissa Shields is taking on Danielle Perkins. Danielle Perkins is a big girl. She's a big girl. Will be interesting to see how Clarissa Shields goes into that fight and handles that one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we do give our predictions here. And if you guys are looking for a betting engine, if you need a betting engine to place your sports bet, then look no further.
Exciting news. Here at Rounds Boxing Club, we are thrilled to announce our partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to cash in on some of the best odds and new user offers. If you're looking to take your betting game to the next level, then I highly suggest that you sign up for your next sportsbook using my sign up for link, which can be found in the description of this video. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to elevate your betting game. I will see you guys in the winner's circle. Peace.
And if you're looking for the best bets of the weekend, as far as my expertise go, as far as Rounds Boxing Club, our predictions, we are 6-1 on the year with our predictions. So we are doing very well. We lost that fight with Diego Pacheco and Steven Nelson. I predicted that Steven Nelson would win, but we have won all of our other predictions of the year. And you can get access to our sports betting tickets, our boxing tickets, the actual tickets that we put in for the money, for the cheese, by joining our membership section here on Rounds Boxing Club channel. And I will let you guys know about the perks of each tier of our membership section. Here we go. Let's start with the prospect package. At only $2.99, all members will receive a prioritized reply to all comments, shout outs at the end of every live stream, behind the scenes photos and status updates, and loyalty badges next to your name in the comment section and live chat. Our contender package is $4.99, and it includes all the perks from the prospect package, in addition to members only videos, members only live streams, early access to new videos, members only shorts, and our weekly boxing betting slips, including our best boxing bets. Our champion package is $9.99, which includes all of the perks from the prospect and contender tiers, in addition to custom workout plans, custom meal plans, and access to our best sports bets with our weekly bet slips from all sports. And finally, our undisputed package is $24.99, which includes all of the perks from our prospect, contender, and champion tiers, in addition to a 1-hour weekly session of personal training and discounted merchandise in the Rounds Boxing Club store. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a boxing handicapper, I guarantee these are my bets. You can always look at my predictions and see how I turn out. You can go back and check all of them and see I'm pretty accurate, you know what I'm saying? So the memberships pay for themselves. You know, if you are looking to make some money on sports betting with boxing, tap into the memberships here at Rounds Boxing.
Looking for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to rock out before we clock out. And we're going to shout out a few of our subscribers before we get up out of here. Let's make it happen. All right, big shout out goes to Edjo Obrero. Shout out my man, Son of Apollo. What up, Trizzy Dollar? Shout out to Juan Diaz. Shout out to Eric4677. Shout out to Tony B Movie Hood. Shout out to Gadfly Gang. Jonah Falculon. Shout out to the NYC Golden Gloves. Shout out to HK5. Shout out to Deoxy. Shout out to Switch City. Shout out Malcolm Xbox. Shout out Combat Tech 504. Big ups goes to Word is Bond Boxing. What up in the gym? What's happening, Rafa Montana? I see you there, boy. Shout out my man Fast Car Eddie Hitman Hearns. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 13th round. I'm your host, Coach Rounds. You know the drill. As always, like, subscribe, protect yourself at all times. We out. Peace.